Oh, my name is Jobless.
No, just
it is actually the fact that you could actually do what you do, and you've been doing it for years, and 18, 20 years,
23 now.
Jesus
I
Christ.
tell you, enter 23 years.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, let's go back to the 23rd year.
Have we started?
Yeah, we started. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't even. We just go straight.
It's the 23rd year.
Let's start from there.
Yeah.
How did you? What convinced you as a person that you could do this and you could break through in this crazy environment of ours? Because music is hard. We all know that.
Yes.
But now dancing. Right.
Worse.
Number one, there is actually those days, not now.
Yes.
The narrative is
It's a
different.
bit different. Yeah.
But those days, people even look at dancers as
someone that's not serious.
Ashewo.
Exactly. Immoral.
immoral.
Everything.
That's the way they grow up.
First of all, they already look at musicians as this one doesn't want to do anything good with his life.
Yes.
Then the dancer is a lesser person that wants to do not to do anything good to his life. Like you are worse off.
Dancer.
Yeah.
You can't even tell somebody.
But it's like double standard. You know that the funny thing is that our culture uses dance properly.
Yes.
Effectively.
Yes.
Uses it for celebration. Ikomo, gbogbo.
Yeah.
Dance is in us, but nobody wants to be onijo.
Alajota.
Yes,
That's
exactly. You don't want to be alajota. You don't want to be alajota, but you don't mind spraying somebody that is dancing. You don't mind, entertaining people that can dance around you. But there's this big, I don't understand, prejudice against the artisan.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But you hire them. But if your son say he wants to be them, lie.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, that was I think that was the intriguing thing, and I think where it sparked me be that because I was like, wait. First of all, I rebelled against all odds. And when I talk about odds, if you want to spell out the odds that were against me, it's the kind of odds that if you want to start a business, they will call you stupid, crazy, to even want to venture. Because if you want to start a business, you want to do the SWOT analysis, you want to be sure if it's viable, is it economically viable, is it acceptable, does it offer anything? Do you get what I'm saying? You want to look at it. So if you look at it on the peripheral, it looks like a dead zone. You understand? Yeah, people they dance, but that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
And we they sit dance inside video once in a while.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
Even if the Fuji artists were done are using more dancers than
I remembered Sashina Peters.
yes,
video,
yes, you see
and
the
he had
ladies,
these ladies
you
dancing.
get what I'm saying? Even they got a bit popular then because of that.
Yeah, like, they're actually vixens, right?
They were actually vixen, but it wasn't termed a thing.
Yeah, we didn't term it like.
Yes, and most of the time, those kind of ladies were proud. Some of them were, or most of them are new, were dating the artist in some form. There was some kind of relationship there.
There's always a story.
There's a story. So it wasn't like it's a job. It was hard to say it's a job. Even if you did it as a job, you try to speak of it as a side also than come out future say na the only thing we want to do with this.
That is where you earn my respect.
Exactly. Because yes,
you say okay, I'm doing this and it's going to be a job. I believe the first video I saw you should be Baby Skeske.
Baby Skeske, yeah. Like
is that your first video?
No, that wasn't it. It was Ijo Fuji. I didn't go Fuji. That was the first one.
Wow.
You understand? Then I did, but everything happened about the same month, around the same period. So it was really about who released what first. But in terms of production timeline, I did Aliba first. I was so weird because the way they called me, that I was, someone you always adore when growing up because of the Bonsue Fuji and all that. And I like his own swag. He always trying to westernize himself a little bit. He gave himself a little bit of swag. He gave that Fuji mainstream
Fuji a new
like
face.
He made it clean and he made it look like it was for ruffians and stuff like because Fuji has that tendency as well to be pushed into that narrative. So when he made it like in those we use the word yoppie.
Yes,
he made it very youthful. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because then baristas were the one that was doing Fuji and all of that. So it was very more of the regular older upper class. Do you get it? And there was and they made it more for streets. But But Sway brought it in
Yeah,
between.
I don't want you
He
back,
just-
took it back to the college. And
yes, and gave us all the moves.
Yeah.
So I saying that it was like reaching out for me. I was like, I'm going to meet an icon. Do you get what I'm saying? And when I got to the office, the next day they put me on the spot. The next day they just said, so there's this song. Alaji wants you to create a dance to it.
Oh.
Because then it was like Ijo Fuji, wanted something. So I was like, the next thing, I had like 4 or 5 people surrounding me. I'm like, okay, yeah, create it. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I need to go. I'm like, but
just
I
create
know
it. Like,
they said, no, I can't, no time to go and think. They were like waiting. Oh yeah, now, So
give us the dance.
you know, I was not like, okay, at that moment I said, okay, I need to own this space at this moment right now. So since I know that I was the kind of like say the queen of the jungle at that moment, that the messiah to the dance,
Yes.
I could just take over the entire scenario.
Yeah.
I just said, please, I can't concentrate with everybody in here, so if they can allow people leave the room and allow me to. At that moment I was just shaking there, waiting I won't dance now. Waiting I won't create. You get what I'm saying? Like waiting I won't create now. So I just told them. So my mind was still blank because I was still between starstruckness and creating
the move.
So my mind is that way, and I've never done that before. Like it was the first time somebody say create a move.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just had to gather confidence and say, hey, you people should leave me alone. So in their mind, leave her. She's about to think about something. You leave her. So he left me. Then I was like, in the room I was like, me by into the long. This. Okay. Then I came back. You have it? I said I have it. I didn't have it. I just said I have it. So that's how I knew that I had this spontaneous capacity. So I just said, play the music. I just started creating. I was like, go down. You understand? Yes, I don't like that. It was like, yeah, he liked it like that. And so it was almost like now a vibe session. Because as I was doing something, say, I like this, or I don't like this, or I like this one, but can we do it this way? And that's how we just created the move.
Wow.
That's how the whole thing just
that
happened.
Dance is still on point till today. Once you play that song in any party, people give you that.
That's just, and that was how it was, and that was how I did Baby Sex. Baby Sex was a mistake. Baby Sex was not. I was not the vixen.
Are you serious?
Rugged Man and Lex D were very close friends.
Yeah.
So me, I just go support. Let me help my brother with the shoot. You understand? Because then I know what is the budget to do video. You understand what I'm saying? So it was almost like he scrapped here and there to try and get that at that day to go on. So what actually happened was that, yes, I was supposed to be in the video, but almost just like a waka pass filler. Let me just do my dance. I wasn't the main vixen. I don't. Wow. Today's I'm not a vixen fisher. I don't have vixen fisher. I'm just size 1 local 2 AG. So I'm not that kind of. I want to just come and dance and go.
Let's
you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So what apparently happened was that he was having a bad day because either make light fall or one thing was going on. Working, so I was like, okay, let me go and ginger him, not knowing that the camera was rolling. So if you even look at the video very well, there's a part that light just went off, flickered off. That was another point that light they just use it like that as if it was effect. It's not effect. Wow. The light broke. It went off. Do you understand? So I was like, because now my bro now, I was not dancing with him that let me level because he needed to get back his facial expression back in the game. Yeah. Because it was really sad that things were, not working. So me, I just went beside him. I said, let's dance. So yeah, uncle, yeah, let's I was just like, let me vibe with him. Let's just have fun. Oh yeah, let's do it this way. We're just I didn't know that they were shooting the shoot. I didn't know at that time. So I was just having fun with him, and the part that I was supposed to actually wear something was that one I wore the short skirt, and that was supposed to be the so that blue and black. That one was not. That was just me vibing.
Wow.
So I didn't even know what the edit looked like. I just knew that a few weeks later I was walking by, going to OJB Studios, and everybody in the street were hailing me. You be that girl? You just look camera. You just scatter. I'm like, scatter what? Like, what are they talking about? Like, I was really shocked. So I now got to the back. I remember whether it was Jabon or something. I can't remember who or I've forgotten his name. His name starts with A like that. I've forgotten his name. The name came now. You go know him. You understand? I think it was it was at a bounce. I think it was a bounce or something like that. It has to be around that click of a bounce. So I went to the back where the studio is, and they're like, come on watch this. I was like, what is it? Say you just finish it. You know at that time no girl looks at the camera.
Yeah,
you just dance shyly. So it's very difficult for you to find someone that is bold, staring at the camera like, I'm giving it. Like,
well, you killed it. You killed.
At that time, it was just like that. So I was not shocked that it happened, and that was where it all started. The whole thing started where people were like really curious about that person. Interviews started coming in. So basically, not there the whole thing, and me. I didn't come from a place of there's an industry, let me come and take over there.
Yeah.
I came from a place of there is a career option and I can develop value not by the tag or the label, but by the content of my character. So you understand what I'm saying? Which is why I am an advocate for it like that. I'm not an advocate because it's dance. I'm an advocate because as long as that's what I know how to do in this life, why can't I do it and be respected? Why can't I? Why would a doctor be more respected than me? You understand? I'm a doctor in my own way. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm even the one that keep the doctor at bay.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I make you feel happy, I get your heart pumping right and put you in a healthy situation, the less you need to go see the doctor. So I should even be put in that same room with the doctor and get people to respect that. Okay, dance has so much power. You understand? That's what I discovered.
Yes.
So if I dial it back a little bit, the question I asked myself as a kid was, what solution do I want to be? You understand? I just didn't want to become just anybody. Yeah, your parents want doctor, engineer, lawyer. But I was like, what is Nigeria lacking? And and can I be that solution? So that was the reason why I had an affinity for aeronautic engineering. That is a spot that I know there are either no females at all at that time, and Nigeria didn't really have a lot of pilots or engineers. Maybe even if we had pilots, how many aeronautic engineers do we have? I said, good. I would rather spend my life going for something that is needed than queuing for something that is already being provided.
That's an extreme though. Thinking about being an aeronautic engineer.
Yeah, I love sciences. I love physics, maths, and all of that.
They're two extremes to themselves.
Yeah, but the thing is that no knowledge is lost. I applied everything I know. And that's the reason why when I got into the industry, I got a lot of heads turning. They were not turning because I was the best dancer in the world. They were turning because how dare she be this intellectually sound and decide to choose dance.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I saw things with a different eye. I saw things from a place of a different mindset, a more advanced mind for a career option that they believe is only dropout that should go.
Yeah. And
I brought dance and elevated it to where my mind was and have conversations from that space. I'm not having conversations from the, you ask me, so what do you do? You ask me now.
Yeah, so... what do you do?
Me I dey dance, bros. You know how to dance. No say, if I just move like this, if I enter the room. No, I don't do like that. You're like, what do you do as I'm a dancer? And I'm like, really? The way you speak too well for the dance. I said, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I know I don't know, no offense, but I'm just saying that, is that how you want to do with your life? I'm like, yeah. Like, you don't have any other plans. I say, it's a plan. Do you get what I'm saying? Because when I came on board, I wanted to break the norm, the box of the definition of success. Why is success defined by the label of your profession, but less of how human you are, the quality of your human excellence?
And you did that, and you created a new industry of its own.
Yeah, so that was it.
You had that industry in your palm like this. Like, there's no way they will talk about dancing in Africa and they won't mention you, because you've done too much for the industry and you stick to it. And there's so many young people out there that want to do things like that, but they don't have the courage to. They can't even say it. It's as crazy as that. But you, after those 2 videos, right, the Ayuba video, this Keske video, and when did your parents get to know that, this is she wants to be a dancer?
Inside the videos, I have to lie that it's not me. At some point, especially when the Ayuba one, then we're so conservative, and I also come from a Muslim family. Kabaya, to Kakurani. Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim and do you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like they do family meeting, So it was neighbors that say we saw her in the video.
She's the one.
Me and my sister were like, I know, we have even been saying it, so that there's this girl that looks like me, like as in she looks like me so much.
Kila la jiso.
This is you. I said, no, it's not me. So I was judging. After a point, I was like, you know what, it's me. Okay, fine. Then that's when the family meeting part came up, and I was in the center. I remember all the aunties and all the ones that believe that they are part of your raising instrument. So they're like, so you go for domo komo, go for dashewo, go for dikini condition to push my hair. I feel dashewo lo fedi. I was just like this. I was laser focused like this. I'll look like this, but it's okay. I'll look up. Like I pass on. I say, okay, look on. Drop your eye. I'll drop my eye. Say, we talk to her. She drop her eye. I said, what did this? What do you want me to do? Look like? Okay, I say, no, let me just go be looking around the room, because I can't keep my eyes in one place. If I look, you say, what's your woman? I was like, okay. So I knew all those women were not in the same mindset to have a conversation with, but my uncle was. He's that kind of guy that I have a conversation with. So I spoke with my uncle, because my dad, we're not with our dad then at that time, because our parents separated. Okay. So I stayed with my uncle. So I got into the room one day and I sat down with him and I said that, you know me, right? He said, yes. You know me as from the content of my character. Put me on Shomokomo. I'm not the type to sleep around and all of that. No matter how youthful exuberance won't carry me rich. Pass make I get boyfriend. Normal, not sleep all. Do you understand? Like, so one of the things I asked him, I said, if you do trust the training that you've instilled in me, then you should trust that I will apply it in everything I do. You understand what I'm saying? There's something in this dance, and I've seen it firsthand. And what did I see? I started as a fitness trainer before I was a dancer, because I was trying to lose weight myself. I used to be a size 16. I used to be very big. Yeah. So I suffered the old depression in trying to get my body back in shape. I wasn't naturally slim, big, but I have a tendency to be big because my father's side are obese. That this kind of people that are really big, but my mom's side are slimmer. So I'm like in between my mom and my dad. So if I let go, I can go daddy's side, and if I do well, I can stay mommy's side. So, but it was those periods whereby things were difficult. As you see chop, now you chop. Do you understand what I'm saying? So body got big. You understand? So it was on that journey, and with the journey of searching for what I wanted to become and what I wanted to do, plus the frustration of the Nigerian education system, frustrating, jamming you and everything. You get what I'm saying? With all that frustration and all of that, in the middle of it, I was just looking for education. I wanted to be educated. I believed in it as a major weapon for anything I wanted to be. You understand? And I was trying to pursue it. And trying to pursue aeronautics now got into like a brick wall where my uncle was convinced my dad, after he found him and got him to want to start taking responsibility. Dad was now trying to buy our love back and say, anywhere you want to go in the world, I will do it. So I did the SATs, I did the TOEFL, I got admission to Wichita State University and Kansas State, because they are the big schools that do aeronautics, because their flight schools are very, very good. You understand? So I was right, but I got that whole idea of, why do you want to spend that kind of money on a girl? You understand? I would end up in the kitchen. I was mad. Like, why would you relegate me to all of that? So in the middle of all of that thinking and that eating and just whatever, I found dance as a solace. Dance has always been that place I go to and I become valuable. I use it to keep my human value. And me as Kaffy in school, in anywhere I go, I stand out easily. I stand out for Jets Club. I stand out for Literary and Debating Society. I stand out for March Past, dance, anything. I stood out. So I was like, why am I being qualified by what I'm yet to be? But I'm not qualified by who I am now. So I was like, you can't tell me that I don't have value until I'm a lawyer, when I can feel my value as Kaffy now, from primary school to mid-secondary school. I see it. And that's what I was challenging. That I see this Kaffy who choose the least thought of career option, and I'll prove to you that I can be anything and I can still dine among kings and queens. That JOI, that I will be here. The world would celebrate me. So when I thought of dance, I never thought of dance from a very, I'm chasing fame so that I can be in music video. No. Fame was attracted to me. I didn't go for fame. You understand? I got fame by virtue of the recommendation of who I am from one person to the and what I do. So if I do it in a large gathering of people know me. If I do it in a small gathering, that small gathering tell another person, and they say, work with her. So I had my conduct, I had the way I conduct myself and all of that. And those are the things I started standing out for, even video directors. That when she comes early, she wants to do her job, she goes out, she doesn't hang around to do anything extra. She asks questions. Like, you don't just come and say, hey, now your turn now, dance. I'll ask question, please. What are you doing? Close up, white shot, what angle, what energy are you looking for? Those are the questions I ask a DJT, I ask a clients. Like, they'll be like, I love to work with her because I don't need to tell her. Like, that time you have to be telling girls how to do their face. Do you get now me? I just go down and say, what do you want? Fierce. I give you fierce. Do you understand what I'm saying? So all of those things were, and the way that I can articulate and I can defend my job, that this is what I do. Those things were the substance that created the value system for it. And now listen, whenever somebody delivers something you need, the person has seen value in that need. That's why they continue to ask for it. So the reason why I was sought out for music videos was because I affected the plays, the time, the air plays that their music was getting. And airplays was very difficult at that time. To even be on television was difficult, let alone getting enough rotation for your music. And people were playing these videos because of the dance.
What you did,
So because of the artist got a wind of that, the record label understood that value, that if she's affecting our turnover in any way, she's valuable to us. And that's why I tell dancers nowadays, I say, nowadays, you dance to want to use the artist to be popular. You don't dance to want to help the artist become popular. It's two different things. When I work with P Square, is how I can add
value
something. How I can add. But nowadays, the dancer want to dance. If I dance for Bado now, I don't blue. You're not thinking of what can I do in a Bado's video that video itself, because of say I dance for that video alone. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But those self go respect me, say, that video. It's the same thing with shows as well. Like, okay, I want to perform for Jobless. He must have the best performance that night. That's our thinking then. Even a lot of practitioners, that's our thinking. But what we have now is Jobless don't blue, make I be in dancer. Why can't you want to help him blue? So why people ask why I have so much relevance and value in the industry, this is part of the reasons. I started humbly with a lot of these artists when they were yet to be where you are seeing them now. So I met them at that stage and I put myself in there. You get what I'm saying? So 10 years down the line, they have become big and global. All of them are still alive. They are not dead. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, we've lost a few amazing icons, but majority of the young ones that I worked with at that time, like a Bado Snare, you understand, they are still alive and they are not at the peak of their career. And very so as long as they're relevant, I'm relevant. And if another young boy comes today and I put relevance in him, by the time he blows up again, I've met a fire boy, I've worked with him, we click so much on working. The more he blows, the more he's going to call me one day and say, look, this is a lady I trust for. So then again, next 10 years, you'll be wondering why Kaffy is still available. It's not my doing.
It's obviously it is natural. It is a special gift that you were able to you got the awareness at a very early stage of doing it.
It's that mental awareness came early for me. It came early.
It's still kind of dicey how you at that belief at that early stage, because see, being African, right?
Yeah.
We are very, very what's that word, misogynistic, right? We don't we don't put ourselves in the same class when it comes to women. We believe men are always, and you guys are. How did you navigate through that? Because you work with men all the time,
mostly, sir.
mostly, and with all that kind of mindset that we have, you were still able to create that industry, establish it to be what it is today.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine the number of challenges or people being rude or
sexual
harassment, because now
and
you,
stuff.
apart from dancing, right, there is a sex part to it. Like you're no,
exactly.
you're crazily attractive when you're doing your moves. So, and I'm sure that a whole of eyes will be on that.
Oh God, some people just want to do.
They're just like,
when some guys, exactly. I was a max person at some point, but I think they started growing out of it. I even got a lot of friends from it, where I just changed the mindset. See, there are 3 things a man wants: money, power, sex. Give him one of the 2 or one of the 3, you're good. I can take sex out of it. If Jobless want to knock me now, I'll tell you, Jobless, I don't do, but I can make you money. I can give you power. Will you stop being my friend? You won't stop being my friend.
No, I won't.
Because those 2 things is very important to you, right? Yeah, but if all I had was sex, even if I don't give you, you lose interest.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have something to offer all the time. So if a male artist comes to me and we are working, he knows that the value I put in his work adds value to that money that he can use to get many other chicks. Why does he want to lose this person that her mind is to help me make that money, help me look good? Do you get what I'm saying? Why do I want to lose that one? And just because of one night stand, I now send that away. It's not possible now. So because of that,
exchange.
It's
like,
basically exchange. It's basically exchange. See, men don't say no to value. Yes, a man. I've seen chauvinistic men, but we will come to each other level, either from confrontation, either from you don't talk to me like that. There are some people that need that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are some people that they are just testing waters. You can put them straight by how you operate. Right. They are looking for loopholes. They are looking for whether you go slag, whether you go look one kind. And in our industry, a lot of girls get really caught up with that. They want to be the baby mama of the artist. They want to be the wifey. They want to be the girl that he's seeing. I've seen a lot of that allow a lot of girls sell themselves short. I put it that way, especially female dancers. That is high. The rate at which female dancers and artists have a thing is high. But there are a lot of female dancers I know don't have a thing with the artists as well, and still get work done. Probably in the environment they might. That one is normal. That's humanity. If you in a particular environment, you might just have 1 or 2 people that you're attracted to. Yeah, that is it. But when you now go out, try to disrespect, put condescending remarks. I am an activist against human belittling. I don't care whether you're a man or a woman. Just to belittle a human being. I don't like that feeling. I will naturally defend myself. Wow. You understand? I really come against that feeling. And for me to get to that point, if far die, because I am a very humble person. Like for me, my humility sometimes, when you're a nice, kind-hearted person, you don't set up boundaries too quickly. Yeah. I'm not the type that just set up boundaries, but my boundaries are more quick to go up when I'm at work. But once we don't know, we are friends and everything like that, I drop my guards a bit too easily. Very open, very straight. Yeah. So sometimes people take advantage of that a lot. I want to use that to misbehave, and you understand what I'm saying? Or you see an artist that you started with, by the time you don't blow one, 2 blow, you won't come to disrespect you. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I beg, not be like that too. Because for me, I am not the type that will see your humble beginning, then see you when you blow, then I want to I know. So you understand what I'm saying? Like Peter, for instance, like P Square, I always say Mr. P. Even when I'm talking, I'll say Mr. P. But Peter and I are like brother and sister. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But when he's in this element where he's Mr. P, I say Mr. P too. Because for me, I'm a service provider as much as I'm a star. So there's a time whereby my crown does not drop for you, but my crown gives way for you. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say because Peter is in the room, I stop being Kaffy. But Peter is in the room, I need to respect what people see in him. And that is respecting God, the God-given glory. It's like a star seeing another star and just bow into it. So when I respect an artist, I'm not respecting the person. I'm respecting what is in them that God sent me to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So so some of them just think I naturally I'm bowing to them. I'm not bowing to you. If you know what you carry, you'll be humble too. You get what I'm saying? So I am, my humility is to that thing that you carry, because there's God in all of us. You understand what I'm saying? There's God in all of us. So for me, when I see your talent, that is an expression of God in you, because it's natural. That's what God. That's why sometimes I get attached to some artists in terms of wanting to see what I can do, the best I can do for them. Some even misinterpret it as maybe I am needing them to keep sustaining themselves. I'm like, no. I'm not needing you. I'm seeing what you are not seeing. It's a gift. And that thing, I know how much water is required to nurture it. So while you are slacking and not wanting as much rehearsals, I am saying you need this much rehearsals, to get it up to that. But there's a level at which you can push. You get to a point whereby you just have to pull back, because these are the artists decides that they want. So there are a lot of artists, I look at them, I was like, man, if you could go, if only you add this and add that, or do an extra this and extra that. If you know where you go, waiting that they see. Well, someone like, no, we don't need to do that. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. So, yeah.
At one point in your career, you broke the Guinness
record,
what record? How did that come into play?
It was just opportunity meeting preparation. And naturally, I'm a person who take endurance very seriously. That's why endurance for me is a cloak. You understand? It's like a cloak of favor I wear. I can endure physically, psychologically, spiritually, and mentally. Which is the reason why I could do what I'm doing. I could stand for something that nobody believed in. Yeah, because all the odds were against me. I had religious odds against dance, cultural odds against dance, society odds against dance, economic odds, against dance. Then people are just not seeing you as a serious person, and I'm standing for it. And in that, I express my seriousness. Inside that dance, I express my discipline. Inside that dance, I express my integrity. Inside that dance, I express credibility. Inside that dance, I express moral value. Inside that dance, I express the capacity to impact using that same dance. So it's like selling the unsellable and helping people see the value in a thing that they discarded. You get what I'm saying? So it started from the stadium. It started by teaching one woman who came back to me like a testimony to say she feels better now. She was suicidal. She wanted to kill herself. But when she comes to this dance class, she feels alive. You understand? She and her husband had a thing, but she now feels more sexy. She feels more beautiful. I was like, whoa, so dance can do this. Yes, I've seen one value. And that was the light bulb moment that I know if dance can do this to her behaviorally as a human being, that means so that was why I was really focusing on girls on the streets, girls that were former strippers, all this thing, getting them to that side where they can actually dance without doing all the other prostitution and still make good money, and it's clean and it's all of that. Get the boys off drugs, get them from fighting and cultism. I saw that it could rewire humanity to see value in itself. That is the point I'm coming from. But I needed to ride on the flow of entertainment and the large-scale commercial opportunity that was coming my way, in order to get to the point that the voice of that thing, this thing I just said, can be heard. You understand? I needed to ride on that tide, and God was. So when you are saying that it's hard at a tender age for me to have that mindset, it wasn't my mindset. It was a God's mindset. It wasn't me. You understand what I'm saying? God was using me. My entire story, if you read my book, I wish I even sent you. Maybe you want to do another interview when you read the book. When you read my book, you understand the hand of God in me from childhood. And I always looked up to believing that I could see God. I have God in me. So the God in me didn't let me stray too far away. I'm not like I'm a saint. I've made my mistakes personally growing up, but they were not mistakes born out of I won't go do this bad. It was born out of probably just being with the wrong guy, thinking okay, if I date this guy, I'll marry him. You find out that the world is not as naive.
So how did you get the idea of, okay, I want to do this for 3 days and I want to break the Guinness
It was just I didn't know I was going to be able to do it. I just believed that I should be able to do it. There's a difference between say you could do it. I know say
make I try.
Listen, so I think one of the things that gave me the confidence was the need that Mr. Ben Bruce, he was the one who came up with the whole idea. He just I was at the Galleria. That time the Galleria still new.
Yeah.
I go there, I was like, Kaffy. How long can you dance for? I said, how long? I said, I don't know. I've not tried it. I need something to keep me going. If there's something there needs to be a reward system that will make me feel, and it's not money. I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, why are you asking this? Like, there's too much negative news about Nigeria. We're looking for something that we can put Nigeria on the map. No matter how small the thing is, no matter how small, let's just do something that would be positive. I was like, okay, so when you're ready. 1 year later was when he now called me and said, we need to organize it, put people together and all of that. The story is
a year later after he told you.
Yes, so it was 1 year later. It wasn't immediately. So he said, we've contacted the Guinness World Record people and we're going to try and bring the longest dance party. I said, sir,
wow.
Sir, how many hours is that? Say, the current record is like 52 hours and 4 minutes. I said, 52 hours. I say, bros,
this one won't kill me.
Yeah. So, and it was supposed to be a group thing, and that actually birthed the conviction that I'm made for leadership, because it was tested. See, it's one thing to do to be on an individual journey. It's worse when you have to be in a group of people and lead them to that, and without knowing their capacity, and instilling in them the mindset that they do. Because we all actually do have the capacity to excel in anything. But how many doors do you have in front of you leading you to that realization is what I don't know. So I have to break a lot of doors in the minds of people without knowing how many doors they.
Wow.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get.
So it was really a fit. So I experienced so many things in those 3 days beyond what you people are seeing as Guinness World Record. It was like a birthing. It was spiritual realm. It was like a birthing. It was like an anointing. It was like a putting into this furnace scenario for me, because I felt everything that could be felt. I went through a lot of stuff, you get what I mean? And when it finally happened, I just knew that I could use that mantle, that opportunity for that vision, because I've always thought about making dance a Fortune 500, company. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm launching Kaffy as an incorporated holding company, holding over 5 businesses and 1 foundation.
Wow.
And we offer over 50 services that people don't even realize that is there. From dance.
Wow.
And this is my vision to help. I believe that I have what it takes to help eradicate poverty mindset, especially in the youth, using creativity. And I'm going to be able to use technology to do that. And I found that answer, and I'm on that journey right now.
Wow.
You understand?
There's this, in industry, we all hear stuff, and there's this perception of people about you, especially in the dancing community. Most of them do say you're so strict, you're not friendly. But now that we got into the conversation, now I know where that is coming from. Yes. Why you are a disciplinarian.
I am a strict person to an unserious mind. You can only see, because I'm the friendliest, playful boss anybody has. But you see, there's a thin line between that play and the work. Don't extend it when you should be working. So that's the thing that confuses people. Like one woman, she will play with you. The next minute, she's like, what the F are you doing? Because I don't mix business with pleasure. I don't. A lot of young people are not dancers. They're opportunists. And the opportunism or the opportunity that they are seeking, it's not their fault. It's the economy. Do you understand? There's poverty in the land. Yes. So if I can do 2 steps.
A lot of people even go into the business based on
for
poverty.
Hunger. It's not they want to be dancers.
Not because they're talented in that.
They're not. And dance is a kind of art form that is like brutalized in the eyes of the beholder. If you say one small boy now do when they don't spray our money. If they spray our money 3, 4, 5 places, mama go print card say he don't become dancer. Without putting him through the rudiment of understanding the craft and able to sustain income. Do you get what I'm saying? So that is the reason why I do my dance school or academy in such a way whereby it's to teach you how to be the boss in your dance.
We used to be on the same street in Akoka. Kabasa Studio is like 12 blocks away to your dance
Oh
school.
my God.
Yeah, so I do come upstairs. I'll watch you.
Media Solution.
Yeah, Media Solution. Watch you guys. Then go. Myself and Nice will come there.
Yeah. When I started, dancers don't believe that you have to do warm up. They don't even believe that you have to exercise before you dance. They just feel. I go to do training. I carry them go back beach. Maybe they go walk their legs, body conditioning. They'll be like, when are we dancing? I said, I don't know. Do you think that's how it's done? Like that's not how do you expand your lifespan as a dancer when your body is not in the right condition? You understand? So people say,
as a matter of fact, even me, I think that was the first place I would actually see a dance school and what they do. You know? So sometimes I just tell Nice, let's go and watch.
Yeah, we need to train. Like
we see how much work you put in. You put all of them down, keep talking, and
I will still talk to them. So I'm almost like a mother. Like, see, it's only beef and hate that will make a dancer just have only negative things to say about me. It's just beef and hate. You understand? That will make the ones that will say it. I'm not saying that's what everybody. There are those that know that when they come, even those that are lazy, they know that my madam, she don't call us for job. Hey, they go there, go work. Oh Jesus! Because the same 30,000 naira that they will pay you for a music video to just do like this and do like this, is the same 30,000 I'm going to pay you, but you're going to work. Because in Nigeria, it's hard to find a dancer that is ready-made for the work. America is easier. When you do an audition, you audition according to what you're looking for. Yeah. In Nigeria, no, they're learning on the job. You are paying them and teaching them at the same time. Yeah. Even when they say they know how to dance. But some people cannot dance, but how do they enter the character you want them to at the same time? Do they have the energy you want them to at the same time? So that's why you see some Instagram dancers come for an actual audition or rehearsal and they can't make it. Because you are working in an edited world. This is real life.
It's different.
It's different. You got to put in the hours, like 8 hours dancing for a 1 minute choreography. And you probably have to do that for one whole week or 1 month. That's same 1 minute.
To make it perfect.
To make it perfect.
Wow.
Which is the reason why we are priced poorly. If you look the amount of man hours that goes into creating, rehearsing, and implementing dance, it's nowhere near the amount of money that we're being paid. You understand? And it's a global thing. You understand? It's not only in Nigeria that dancers are underpaid. It's a global thing. It's just that because it's dollar and it's naira, it looks like it's more. Yeah. but it's almost a global thing. But it's just a few percentage that bust out in the exceptional realm and get it. And they also have associations that regulate. If you are part of not if you are a street dancer or just I can collect anything, but if you are part of a body or whatever, there's a certain amount of money that
they can't pay you less.
They can't pay you less than that amount of hours. You can't overwork. They will pay more. These are the kind of things I want to introduce into our system. I know yes, there'll be pushback about it, and the pushback comes in two ways. You are protecting the dancer by saying, if you go to a Davido set or if you go to a Tiwa Savage set, you are billed for 8 hours. The director has been contacted. When exactly do you need the dancer? Don't tell them to come at 5 a.m. call time, only to use them at 10 p.m.
At 10 p.m. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think that was the point you had the fallout with David, right?
Yeah, the fallout with David it wasn't even initially David directly. It was with a manager, Kamal, because he was the one giving me the feedback.
Right. Yeah.
So we're about to climb on stage. The only problem I had with David was the dancers have already been hired prior to you climbing on stage. Now you're about to climb on stage. You just pull your hand out and say you don't need dancers. I didn't even realize that was what the communication was. I thought the communication was not yet or something, because I'd already gotten the girls. And these were American dancers. That was the first time I was working with American dancers too. And it means I was careful of their labor laws.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't just hire somebody and say you don't need them, then don't pay them. So it was not a thing of, I don't think he's going to use them. I said, don't think, no problem now. Yeah, there's no problem. But sure, you know that they've been hired. They're going to pay for the service. Then he now said, I'm not sure he's going to do that. I said, I don't know how you're going to do it. Is that you're going to find a way to get these girls on that stage, or you're going to have to pay? He said, I have to discuss with David. Now, apparently, David went on stage, and at some point, I think he gassed out or needed now energy. And then now beckoned on the girls to come. These girls had to practically change at the side of the stage. Nearly went naked training, because now they were already changed for somebody else, since they say, They are not there. But all of a sudden, David now needs girls. They had to remove their clothes, and it's all because of me. And they did that, and they went on stage. So it's supposed to be paid. So I waited 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. How much is this money? You understand? I even have the WhatsApp conversation of we would. I was like, look, it's like you're taking a piss. Then the next thing, I will see David. I don't believe in attacking the artist. If you have a management, it's the management that me I will talk to. So it's the manager that I felt. It was when they now started communicating from an angle of David said. That's where it got to me. Man. That why would he say that? And why are you waiting to this time for him to say that? It was even later when we settled that I was like, he actually didn't know that something like that went down. Yes, he's apologizing for the way it happened, but he didn't think the money thing lingered. You get what I'm saying. Then
because he's a great guy too. So
yes, I've been with him when he was just starting. I've worked with him. You understand what I'm saying? So there were a lot of things, and again, I now got what now added the salt to the matter was when I now heard that some dancers were doing this Three Thrones concert, and some dancers wanted to dance with him, and that they said that David said they didn't want any dancer within a particular perimeter of him. And it made it sound like Onkori Ranwon.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I said, no, why did you do that? That was not even my dancers, somebody else's dancers. So when the report came, I said, are you sure? The person with the dancer was like, I was there. That it was really that, Mama, if you did, they not go do us like that. So at that moment, it just felt like, but you could fight for us. Why are you not fighting for us? You understand? So I was like, okay, you know what? Why would you do that? I've tried to reach you. At that time, I even called again. I said, I've done the video. I sent the video to come out. You guys need to respond or I'm going to release that. They didn't respond. I said, okay, you're calling my bluff. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was how that whole scenario, happened. And I now started getting a lot of feedback from different dancers globally to say they be treated like that.
Yeah, because I believe that industry needed voices.
Yes.
And you are like the main.
But I got betrayed almost immediately. Like the same
even the dancers came after you.
Immediately.
I wanted to talk about that.
Are you kidding me?
Like seriously, the same people you're fighting for.
The same people I'm fighting for. The next thing you say, you owed us this and you owed. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Even people that have not even worked for me were saying, yes, I am this and I am that. I lock 15 dancers in one room. I'm like, wait, there's a difference between opening my door. Thank God this boy here used to work with me. You understand what I'm saying? He's been to my house. He sees that it's practically an open place for if you don't have anywhere to sit. Because my mind is that a dancer is coming all the way from Akure. Come on, do But the same people that live in your house are the ones that have the nastiest story to say outside. So how do you defend that?
Yeah.
How do you defend somebody that... And I now found out that it was a gimmick. They don't want others to come. They want to be the one staying there. Or if they do something bad and they go, they don't know how to tell someone that it was their fault. So they need to tell wherever they go that I did something bad. That person will hate me so much that will not even bother to come and find out. So that's why when I see dancers deflect,
it's a human thing, right?
It's a human thing. When I see dancers deflect from another company, I'm always asking, what do you do there?
What did you do there? Yeah.
If they're there, I said, I'm not going to hire you. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes if I do it to be on a very, very maybe one-off phase, but I can't trust you if they can't trust you. If you come here and are telling me bad things about the other dance company, you do the same to me. So for me, I don't accept rubbish. I don't do all these illicit behaviors, drinking, smoking, anyhow. Yes, if you want to drink, you want to smoke, they are personal things. Don't bring it to work. All those little things, they don't like it. They want a place for that terrible freedom that our parents are making dance look bad for.
An average Nigerian street person, male or female, does not even think is work.
Yes, they don't think exactly. You have them exactly.
Like, they don't even think. How do you tell them?
They even think you are doing you. They are doing you a favor. I showed up.
Traffic day now, not
exactly.
Are you serious?
You said traffic. Don't I say rainfall? I say you be salt. No, you be lot, wife. I don't understand.
They don't even think it's work. It's you now be telling them that, see, you don't do this in a work environment. You don't talk to people like this. You don't drink.
Exactly.
You don't. There was one day, one was sitting in my bar and was smoking.
Because my lounge.
He was actually smoking.
No, realize that as a staff, you're not allowed
I'm like,
there.
Are you not working here anymore?
Yes, maybe. Let's ask. Maybe we should serve you as customer now, so you can quickly say.
You stand confidently in the bar and there are customers and you're smoking.
Are you serious?
Like, it's just a mindset thing. It's just the way many of them think, and it's mind-boggling.
Okay, one
Can you help me? No, you can continue, but
it's time, Abi. Okay, we'll go.
Yeah. So it's the way many of them think. You
It's a
going
problem.
through all that with even people that sleeps in
In
your
my
house.
house.
I can imagine what you go through on social media.
No. Social media for me is a street whereby if you back anyhow, if I enter you, you go enter your shell.
So you respond.
Once in a while I do. Sometimes, see, if I'm a disciplinarian, you don't just cross my street. I don't go to blogs to go and disturb you. I'm in my place. You now come to my page.
To
Come on.
write rubbish.
No, you can't get away with it. Yes, there's always an option of ignore, block, ignore. We are human beings. We absorb information. Words are powerful. I keep telling people that you think the person that takes a gun and shoots someone is the murderer. You that use words to hurt another human being, you are worse off because you are totally against the rule of God. God says love. As long as what you do incites hate, you are a killer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even bloggers that use wrong captions, I'm like, you guys are doing it to your benefit. But you don't know that biblically, spiritually, ọ̀rọ̀ agbára tọrọ ni, no matter the mode at which the ọ̀rọ̀ comes out, whether it's even written is worse than even saying. If you want to achieve your dreams, write it down.
Words are like sword.
They're swords. And you're using it to poke. And those people that are saying those things, they can't take it. The moment you throw them back, if you've seen some of those trolls that they'll just answer back, that they'll not start begging, please. I'm sorry. I'm like, wow.
You see them all the time.
Wow.
Like, really.
So,
and many of them, even if they see you one-on-one,
they know they don't bond them well. I had a boy like that walked up to me doing one of my programs. He came to hear me speak. Backstage, he couldn't go home. I was wondering why this boy no go house. He just come and say, I have to wait to apologize to you. I said, what? He said, I was one of your biggest haters. Blah, 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 blah. But I respected the fact that he would want to put a face to his hate and ask for forgiveness. Because it was like, you know what people say. I was like, well, they have to say. Because how would God show off himself if there are no tribulations and trials? Do you get what I'm saying? That's where the glory comes now. So and I thrive a lot in a place of doubt. I like it when you just underestimate me or just the sweet. Now the victory only the sweet when you see a worthy opponent. Now do you get what I'm saying? So victory goes sweet you well. So it's fine, but that I will not address certain things. No, not for some small dingbat on social media. No. You need to. There's what they call. You need to be ethically cordial. So the same way you can't come to me and speak to me anyhow. You can't just be on social media and just spew your hate in any form you like because nobody is going to. You are safe behind. Unfortunately, they are not safe behind the device. They've planted a seed that will germinate against them for life. So tomorrow some people will not be going to church and be saying wondering why their destiny have not this thing. They'll be NSB, PPD. What God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. Yes, but God also does not sit behind a slanderer and allows him to get away with some certain things. No. It's terrible. Your prayer no go answer. Not that God does not exist because he didn't answer it. He is not answering it because you need to pay for it. And have you even asked for repentance? You've done things yourself. Have you even asked for repentance? Do you know that the majority of the things that have afflicted us, some of them are self-imposed? True. Even for me, I'm not. True. We're all guilty of something that we are paying back for, and that's why we need to be self-aware a lot. We need to trace what we've said when we said it, even the ones that we think does not hurt. If it doesn't hurt one person, doesn't mean another heart won't hurt for that thing. And it takes being a human being to understand that spectrum of pain is not the same for everybody. The threshold, or how somebody can say one or two remarks, and you know.
Recently, you came out with on your show. You talked about being separated from your man and all that. And I was wondering that why did she come out? Why? Because nobody knew.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Seth.
But nobody knew.
Yeah.
And it was smooth.
Yeah.
Like I would have played that nobody knew game.
Yeah.
But at the point you came out and you were very open about it.
Yeah.
Like, would you like to share?
Yeah, for me, I felt that, look, the marriage institution is really gravely degenerating. The way we treat it is degenerating. And there are two ways to correct things. You correct things from a preventive phase, you correct things from a corrective phase. You understand? I couldn't prevent mine from breaking, but I can correct others from entering wrong, staying wrong, or living wrong. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you choose to marry or to stay married or to leave marriage, there is a justification for any of those options. You understand? For any of those options. You're probably justified for any of those options. Do you need to stop being a human being because of that? No. Do you need to stop living because of that? No. Do you need to hate your partner because of that? You don't have to. So for me, I don't want, we all know how ostracized and stigmatized being a single parent is and being a divorcee is. Maybe that's the reason why God says that. Because God, like, look, I don't need you to fix a place that doesn't need fixing. I don't need to fix happy coupled married life. But I'm going to use it to fix those that are broken from being out of it. Everybody has an assignment.
You know, Kaffy, that the way I say the institution of marriage, right?
Yeah.
I actually think that sometimes people fall in love.
Yeah.
And people fall out of love.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might not even be the character problem.
Yeah.
Or maybe, he's a cheat. Or sometimes you just don't feel connected anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes I used to feel like maybe there's a
timeline that I can
wear
off. I feel that they said the only thing constant in life is change. And this fits in that phenomenon that anything can happen.
Anything can happen, yeah.
However, we know that the preservation of the matrimonial home holds a value deeply connected to the spiritual realm that makes us want to do all we can to keep it right.
Yeah.
However, let's not forget that it's two independent souls that came together.
To be one.
If one loses track of his essence in that covenant, it would deteriorate even the purpose of the covenant. Even the covenant will start working against its purpose. Because all you need is one element to go off. It's almost like saying you are mixing two chemicals. You understand? When you mix these two chemicals, they are stable. The moment this one, the left one, goes to go and mix with an unstable radioactive material and comes back to the one that used to be okay before and now explodes and blows the house. So did they fulfill God's purpose in the marriage? No. Did they fulfill their purpose individually? They are now broken and torn. I would not subject my ex to a place whereby he's not able to maximize the fullness of himself as a man because he's married to a woman like me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whether I am the best thing that happened, I might be the best woman in the world, but if he doesn't see me like that, or if I don't tune the frequency that allows him to become a better man, then I'm not good for him. So every time we look at men from a place of he's not good for me, she's not good for me, have you thought about if you are not good for the person?
Too, yeah.
And you not being good for the person might not be your own. You probably didn't change. It might be him seeing the world in a different way. And he decides that I think I want to explore this world in a different way. And he's trying to make you follow a path that was not defined in the beginning with both of you. And you're now realizing that this is not even just going out of where I can compromise. It's going out of my core belief, my core who I am. Coexistence. So if I'm not aligning with his coexistence and it's not aligning with my coexistence, no matter how good we are independently, you can sit down with my husband and have a great time. He's a charming guy. You have good conversation with him. Do you get what I'm saying? And he's cool, calm. Do you get what I'm saying? You understand? But nobody will believe that he can do any wrong. If anybody wants to think of wrong, they will think it's me because I'm the fiery one.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? They'll think, Kaffy own too much. In fact, she's the one talking about it more. It's no problem. It's okay. He doesn't talk about it. He has his reason. I am talking about it because I feel that it's important for young women and men to be educated enough before they entered. Both of us entered without understanding the gravity of responsibility and requirement meant for marriage. It had nothing to do whether you are good or bad. First of all, we broke that rule. All that preaching that you hear about marriage counseling and all of that, we didn't go through all of that. I didn't get the idea. My own idea of marriage is that I am honest to you, you are honest to me. I love you, you love me. I didn't go through all those searching his soul, checking what he believes in, all of that. I didn't. And again, he called me Pastor Pikin. I said, thank God, Pastor Pikin. Do you understand? No, say Pastor Pikin. Say, oh, my Jesus, time I'm like, like if I know the history of pastors' children, I will have run. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? And it's not their fault. That's a different conversation. And I think it's good to have it because there's something wrong internally with how I think they are being raised, that they are not understanding that you can't cage a human being for too long. I feel
for me
that's part of someone. It's just an element.
But I think
it's an element.
I think most of them actually see the true human those their parents are.
Yes,
they know the way they behave in church,
and they now
know
see
the way their pastors that beat their wife at home.
Yes,
right. But when it comes to church, it's
for them to disrespect. Okay, like my children. If you see the way if you have a conversation with my children, you can tell how we are in the house from. Just let them be.
Yeah.
You can tell. Like people always give me feedback and say, your kids are so, they are this, they are that. Children don't know how to lie about how your home is. They are a reflection of what they don't. Kids don't do what they say.
You can tell.
Yeah, kids don't do what they say. They do what they see. Do you get what I'm saying? So there was something. I feel there's something gravely wrong because it's a pattern. If you look at 10 PK children, you see 7 something is off. So there's something utterly wrong with the developmental phase. Either they are seeing a two-phase scenario and they don't know which one to pick, and they decide to rebel, or they are shielded from life in reality. Because you can't fight as a pastor, fight the adversity of maybe liking girls and genetically don't think it is transferred to your child that he won't like girls. You understand? So all you are preaching to him is don't do girl. But he needs to interact with the female opposite sex to know how to control the things. But if you shield him from the opposite sex, then he gets out there to experience the opposite sex himself. And he's not wondering, what is daddy talking about? She's sweet. What? This is love. This beautiful world you are shielding me from. No. Do you get what I'm saying? So
100%.
Yeah. So for me, I am not coming out because I want to make somebody look bad. I'm coming out because I had an experience. And I'm naturally a teacher. I'm naturally a coach.
And I actually love the way you handled the whole conversation, because you made it clear that, we're cool, we have kids, we're co-parenting.
It's fine. You understand? So if you enter here now, we go chop knock at my gaffer. You understand? So even when I wrote my book, when he read it, he was like, now wow, the book does make me look like a bad guy. I said no, I don't make you look like a bad guy. I said what I experienced with you. Do you get what I'm saying? If I wanted to make you look like a bad guy, I would spew it in that manner. But what I wanted to say is that, look, bad things happen to good people, and good people can also do bad things. Nobody is infallible here. I did say it got to a point, even reacting to the bad that you are justified of can make you bad. Those are the things that I started learning.
That's why they say you can be sincerely right.
You can be sincerely wrong. And you can be sincerely wrong. So there's some part of it I was reacting to the bad that I was getting, and it was changing me. And I'm a very self-aware person. I'm like, no, I can't be this person. I can't let this turn me to this.
When I saw your podcast, I was so happy. Like, thank God, it's not just me.
Yes, that is doing it. Yes, I love it.
A platform like that, because we actually need
a lot of people to come up. See, Nigeria, we too deformed lie. We know the pure for ourselves, and we judge pass. Let's stop it. We can't grow anywhere. See, the change we're looking for in Nigeria, in Africa, cannot come by shoving things under the carpet and lying about reality. No, keep it in your home. Why are you bringing it outside? Why are you bringing it outside? People are dying. People are stabbing their husbands in their sleep. Women are being choked to death. Children are even involved, where a man will wake up out of psychotic break and shoot his wife and shoot his children. Are we not seeing that?
Yeah, and it happens all the time.
As we are speaking, it's happening. As we're speaking, there's a father's raping his 2-year-old. What are we saying here? And when the human mind is the type that when you give it allowance, it will keep doing.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't mean it, as long as it doesn't feel that there's a consequence, the human mind is wired to continue.
Yeah, continue. I was really happy when I saw it, because I feel okay. I think this unlearning thing, it has to be across
and
board,
people like us that have a voice, let's be saying
some
it.
People don't even know that some of us are intelligent.
Yeah,
like
look at
you.
like when I heard your podcast and the way you were communicating, I was like, man, Jobless is bright.
They feel like dumb. You know, we came from the street.
You know from the street. Exactly. I'm like,
we came from the street.
Even when I spoke to Dad Green before he died, like a few days before he died, I had a conversation with this guy. I was like, this boy is smart.
Extremely.
This guy is smart. Forget this thing that they do.
Kaffy.
You understand? Anyway, Sha.
Me, I would still like to have you back, because
You know me now.
I want to go and read the book.
Go and read the book. I know.
What's the title of the book?
It's called Alajota.
Oh.
Yes, I'll send you a copy.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you need
do you
to
have
read
the
it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Do you have the audible version?
Not yet. I haven't done the audio yet. We are doing it this year.
Please do. Make sure you read it yourself, please.
Is it myself? People are already begging me that I should be the one to do the
No,
drama.
we want to feel the strength of.
I'm reading it myself.
Alajota.
Alajota.
Awesome.
Yes.
And the podcast is called Just Kaffy.
Just Kaffy podcast.
Please
Yes.
go and subscribe to that podcast. There's a lot of sense going on there.
Thank
You're
you,
gonna love
Bababi.
it. And Kaffy Dancer on all social media.
Yes, Kaffy Dance.
Kaffy Dance.
On Facebook is K Dance Queen.
K Dance Queen.
On Twitter is still Kaffy Dance.
Thank you
You
so
understand?
much.
Thank you. And thank you for doing. We need to do this again.
Thank you so much.
God bless.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, my name is Jobless.